Hi everyone, I'm V and I'm committed to sharing with you my spiritual learnings as a person who's been on this path for the last 5 years now, and so that you can live that vibing life. Today, we're diving deep into something incredibly profound, yet deeply personal, starting a spiritual journey. Whether you're new or have been on this path for some time and want a different perspective, there's always more to explore, and I'm excited to walk this journey with you. First things first, your spiritual journey has already started. Yes, that's right. The very moment you become curious about the deeper aspects of life, your journey began. It's not about suddenly starting something new or becoming someone new. It's about becoming more conscious, more aware of what's already unfolding in your life. You're simply hastening the pace, tuning into more closely to the whispers of your soul. Of course, that saying that we're spiritual beings having a human experience and not humans having a spiritual experience is very true and relevant here in understanding how your journey has already started. Now, many of us have that aha moment. Maybe it was triggered by a book, like you were reading Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, or a sudden recognition of the voice in your head. But here's the truth, you are not the voice, you are the awareness behind it. This awareness, this presence is what many call a form of spiritual awakening. An awakening to the fact that you're a spiritual being having a human experience and you are not the voice in your head. You are the awareness that is witnessing the voice behind the head. Let's break down what this journey can look like. I like to think of it as a journey through different paths, and you might find yourself walking on all of them or just one of them at different times. Each path is unique, yet they all lead to the same destination, which is joy, peace, and a deep connection with your true self. The first path is self-discovery. It's all about knowing yourself and your values. You might start meditating, reading books, or just spending more time in reflection. This path is transformative. It's where real change happens, where you begin to uncover who you truly are beneath all the layers of societal expectations, the past conditioning. And for sure, the path after my spiritual awakening can be characterized by a road of self-discovery. I realized I'm not my thoughts. I can tap into my consciousness and sit at the seat of the soul to observe my physical reality. I began consuming books, reading up more on this stuff, seeking answers, and also a period of isolation where I wasn't sure how to speak to my friends about this and was alone in the journey. At the same time though, that isolation helped me know myself more and deeply by momentarily breaking away from my relationships to connect with my higher self. Then there's the path of truth. This is your journey to understanding reality, how the world really works, and what your calling might be in this life. It's about seeking answers to life's big questions and learning to align your personal truth. If you read The Alchemist, and if you haven't, totally grab a copy today. It's a seminal spiritual text for anyone just starting out on their journey or just wanting to understand more about life purpose. For those who have read the book, you'll know that the book follows a young gentleman who embarks on this great odyssey from Spain to Morocco and to Egypt, and discovers that what the author calls a personal legend, your purpose. And you must walk the path to the truth to discover your purpose, to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. On the path of truth, you'll discover your personal legend and how to realize that in your reality. Next, we have the path of healing. We all carry wounds, emotional, mental, or even spiritual, and this path is about addressing those wounds. When you commit to healing, you begin to experience deep peace and joy that comes from resolving past traumas and embracing forgiveness. I have to say that the need to heal was what cracked open this spiritual doorway and onto the path of self-discovery. It all started after a breakup of a relationship that pushed on all my old wounds and traumas. It was by healing through sitting with my pain and healing through forgiveness that the pain eventually went away. The path of service is where you realize that we're all connected, part of one consciousness. As you grow spiritually, you naturally start to give back, to help others, knowing that by helping them, you're also helping yourself. This is where that disconnect with the material world comes into play here. When we really get reality. What it's really important about reality is not going through the motions, chasing the money or status, but if we play with the idea that if we did not have to worry about money or what people think of us, what's left? How would you choose to spend your time? More often than not, my answer always came around to something like this. And that's why I've decided to start this YouTube channel, to be of service to something bigger than myself, but aligns with my interests and even sense of purpose. This is the path of service. On the path of love, you open your heart to yourself, to others, and to the divine. This is where you might experience profound forgiveness, compassion, and even self-love. You start to see the world through the lens of love, and miracles start to happen. For sure, when I walked along this path, it was more about self-love more than anything else. Part of that was, of course, about forgiving myself for the things I have done or did not do. Loving myself back to my own natural vibrancy was a journey I embarked when my spiritual awakening occurred after long periods of self-hate. And finally, the path of peace. This is where you begin to live in the present moment. Worries and fears start to fade away, and you find yourself smiling more, feeling more at home in the world. This is the path that leads you to home, to the essence of who you really are. Once I found out about the spiritual world, it felt right. It felt familiar, like a recognition of the self. It was a homecoming. And knowing that home is always where the heart is comforting because I don't need to search for it out there. It's already in here, and that gives me so much peace. Remember, you can jump across different paths at different times in your journey, and that's perfectly okay. There's no rush. What's important is that you continue to walk your path with an open heart and mind, growing and evolving at your own pace. So wherever you are on your journey, be kind to yourself. There's no timeline for spiritual growth, only the beautiful unfolding of your true self. I'm excited to explore these paths further with you in upcoming videos, but for now, take a deep breath, be present, and know that you're exactly where you need to be. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, keep walking your path with peace and light.